Hello and welcome to Lab 3, your first hack part 1. I'm Charles Lee. I'm attending Grand Canyon University in Class CYB 610. This is October 18th, 2022. This is recorded. The objectives of this lab are to perform an Nmap scan of the system, create a slide presentation and with the embedded video, conduct the enumeration footprinting of the Chioptrix 1 machine, provide at least 3 additional Nmap commands and screenshots, explain flaw hypothesis methodology and provide a hypothesis based on findings, create and apply a vulnerability map of the system, explain the flaws found, research at least 2 and detail possible root causes of the flaws, and include all commands. This here is the vulnerability scan that I performed. It shows that port 22 has a TCP open, SSH. Port 80 TCP open, HTTP. Port 111 is TCP RPC bind. Port 139 is TCP NetBIOS SSN. Port 443 TCP has an SSL or HTTPS. And port 32768 TCP has an open status marker, which I discovered later what that means. Through the enumeration and footprint, we use these scans, which shows much of the same except that explain that the port 32768 TCP, the opening is FileNet-TMS. The extra Nmap commands that I chose to use are nmap-v, nmap-s capital P, and nmap-if list. I chose these at complete random. The hypothesis methodology. Flaw hypothesis methodology is a system analysis and penetration technique in which the details and documents for an information system is analyzed to produce a list of hypothetical flaws. That was presented by glossary.atis. My hypothesis was port 111, 80, 139, 443, and port 32768 are all open ports, making them vulnerable to being hacked, which will allow access to the machine from the outside. This is the continuation of the hypothesis methodology. We were able to show various vulnerabilities such as an outdated Apache, outdated mod SSL, outdated open SSL, remote DOS attack vulnerabilities, local buffer overflow, overflow and mod rewrite, remote buffer overflow, and vulnerability to XST. In the vulnerability analysis and vulnerability mapping, we were able to show all the different ports that had all the issues and the potential vulnerabilities connected to them. The flaws that we found overall, there's a lot of outdated applications that needed a lot of work, a lack of vulnerability testing, a complete lack of vulnerability testing, I would actually say. Given that the system is meant for it to be attacked, that makes sense, but given that we were examining it, it shows that there's absolutely no vulnerability testing done at all. Anyone could probably get into this with just a little bit of time. There's also a lot of buffer time issues, and it has vulnerabilities to DOS attacks, which is a bit strange. The resource I used was for defining the flaw hypothesis methodology. This is the resource right here. Thank you all and have a nice day.